So we had the BET Awards last night, June 9th. They were in LA.
Correct.
I watch them every year. They're one of my favorite nights of the year. Not to say that there weren't
Yeah.
some lulls over the years, but they've been bouncing back. I don't know if they hired a new producer or whatever. But that was probably my
Yeah.
favorite show.
Probably the last 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's probably
Maybe
been
15.
Jamie Foxx hosted it in 2018. That was a pretty good show. I would probably say it's the best one
That
since
was a good
then.
one. Yeah. Did I think he hosted the year Michael died too, right?
Yeah, he did. And they had to
Yeah, yeah,
rewrite
yeah.
He died. Mike died on like a Thursday, and they had to rewrite a
And they
whole
had to
bunch of
rewrite it
stuff for Sunday because they couldn't just
in a week or two,
ignore.
something like that.
Yeah, they couldn't
Right.
just ignore Michael
Correct.
Jackson dying.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So,
Um, damn, you're right. Yeah, shit.
I'll start it off with my first observation. It's something that I bring up a lot. It's
Yeah.
gotten better now. We were getting a lot of A-listers to come back, but one of the things I really fucking hate
Correct.
about black entertainers, musicians,
Celebrities.
artists, or whatever is on their come up. They're there every year, and then when they pop, they
Right.
stop showing up.
Mm-hmm.
And so Hove is the greatest of all time. I love him, but
He don't go to them shits.
gotta say, him and his wife will go to the Grammys every year and beg them white people for acknowledgement and skip the
That's a
BET
fact.
Awards, and I fucking hate that shit.
You're right.
There's no reason why a BET Award can't be as prestigious as a Grammy. We we
You're right.
we are the
We
ones who
make the
don't
taste.
bestow
We are the
upon,
taste.
yeah.
We are the culture. We
And
make everything.
so every year you go and beg them people, literally on stage one year, Hope was begging, but you skip
At
the
his
BET Awards.
while receiving an award.
Yeah,
But yeah.
and I just think that's a bad look. Even Dot, I had a whole rant ready to type up on him, but he showed up
I
last
saw
minute
your
to get
tweet
his
and I was like, he
award.
was there.
He ended up getting his award. I had a killer line too, and he showed up. I'm glad he showed up. Um, but yeah, I mean, he even in his acceptance speech, he's like, I haven't been here in a while, and my question is why? What you doing?
Yeah,
You know,
true.
like, man, because I was really gonna be upset if he missed it because he
But
was
he
at the
don't drop often,
Grammys.
so I mean, I guess if you don't have anything to
Show up.
not to perform, but if you're not dropping music, then there's not no reason to be there. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know
Well, I mean, I disagree
because
with that. I think he
he's
should
so
show up
less
anyway.
active. But in general, I get your point. I agree with you.
I'm glad he showed up this year because he showed up to the Grammys and he showed up to the
Yeah,
Grammys a week before his Super Bowl performance, like literally the performance of his
correct.
life.
Yep.
And so
Hmm.
I understand he's in Detroit tonight, so it's probably a tight
Right.
turn. But if
Hmm.
anyone tried to say, well, he's on tour, I'm like, well, he showed up to the Grammys a week before the Super Bowl. So,
That's true.
you know, don't tell me it's not important. But he showed up.
Yeah.
And we had our A-listers back, Kevin Hart hosting, he's really, really good at it.
Yeah.
Um, so I'll let you say something before I keep going. But I'm just really
Right.
glad that A-listers are taking it serious again because it's important. And there's no reason why it can't
Yes.
be as culturally significant as a Grammy. It's only because we
Correct.
say it isn't. So
And that's the thing. You're right. That's the thing. Because growing up for me, I'm a big music and movie guy, but like growing up for me, the BETs was as big as the Grammys. Like
yeah.
that. The Grammys are what, January, February, whatever. Like
Yeah,
I
it's week before the
mark,
Super
mark,
Bowl.
mark. Right. So I mark
So
my calendar around that, you know,
yeah.
and then every summer break, you know what I'm saying? You come home from work, you rush home and I'd watch it like with my family. Like that was our thing, you know? So
Because it was usually on
I,
Sundays. I don't know why. I think they wanted
yeah,
to
always Sunday
give
nights. Yeah.
finals was on, so I think they kind of didn't
They
want to
probably
double
didn't want to
book.
compete with those
Because there's an
records,
overlapping
or
audience there.
ratings.
Black men are going to want to watch the basketball game and also going to,
Right.
so why double book your audience? So,
Yeah, why you screw yourself with the ratings there?
right.
Um, yeah, so it was always a big thing for me. I stopped watching them the last probably few years, to be honest with you, because it has gone downhill, and especially like I'm big hip hop head, so like the BET Hip Hop Awards just it makes me want to cry. So,
One of my
so
observations
like
is, man, go ahead. Sorry.
so like I remember like one of my favorite ones was the I think it was 2011 where it was the cipher with good music. They all
Yeah.
had the tuxes and the cipher with TDE that kind of
Yeah.
sparked the whole Drake Kendrick shit, you know. So yeah, like BET's
Uh,
always had a special place in my heart. So I'm glad that it's uh
oh, that was when he went, hold
they
up,
got their
wait a
due.
minute. Your career
Hmm.
ain't shit unless you got some Kendrick in it. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember he said touch a sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes after Drake was doing those
Ha
interviews
ha,
about the
joke's on
control
you.
verse.
High five.
High five.
I'm bulletproof. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Um, yeah, man. So I love the beat. I love what PT meant to me as a child, growing up and as a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Coming home from school, watching 106 Park all day, watching all the music videos. I mean, we'll get to that because we're gonna talk about 106 Park, obviously. But yeah, man, I love what it meant for like us being black kids growing up because we weren't seeing that shit. on, Disney Channel all the time. We weren't seeing that shit on, I'm saying like MTV. I mean, we saw it on
Well,
MTV, but you know what I mean?
yeah, I
Um,
mean, it was our Grammys. And that's why I be on these
yeah,
artists' ass because James Brown went to the BET Awards. Michael
he
Jackson went to the
did.
BET
Michael
Awards.
Jackson
Tina
went
Turner
there.
was there. My nigga, if James Brown and Michael Jackson can show up, you ain't too good for this. I
You're
don't
not too
care.
good for this shit.
I don't care. Aretha Franklin would be up at the
Yes.
BET Awards and every
Yes.
year. And I'm sorry, but if it wasn't too good for James Brown, it's not too good for you. I don't give a fuck who you
It's
are.
not correct. It was good enough for Chris Brown. It was good
Yeah.
enough for Beyonce at one point. You know what I'm saying?
And
Um,
so, yeah, it's just I watch it every year, even if some years are better than others.
right.
One thing I noticed this year is rap, man, especially male rappers. Rap
It's
is
in a
just
bad place.
it's
It's in
becoming
a
an
bad
extinct
place.
art form, man.
Yeah, it really is,
They
bro.
let one the they went heavy on millennial nostalgia with
Correct.
especially with the 106 in Park tribute. We should probably just that's how they opened the show.
Right.
And I mean, my millennial soul was fed. It was
Yeah.
just like you said, running home from school 5 o'clock. I was Central Time, so it's probably 6 o'clock your time.
Yeah.
Just running home from school, making because you had to catch it live. There was no recording,
The
no
re-air. Yep.
and so all of those they opened it with Ashanti, A. Marie,
Mm-hmm.
Keisha Cole, and oh Maya, and it was just
Yeah.
like just classic.
Yep.
I remember all those videos. Those are all like your crushes as a kid. So it was a lot
Yeah.
of fun, man. So
Shit, even Cassie, me and you know what I'm saying? That was our shit back in the day, like middle school days. Um, yeah, it makes me miss that shit, bro. For real. Like, it also just like the art of like good music videos. Like,
yeah,
that used to be a really big thing. That was a huge deal. Like, I used to watch
it was bigger than the budget for your features or whatever.
dead ass. Like, I would literally, I was the kid that like I got up early to watch VH1 videos for 3 hours before school started. You know what I'm
What
saying?
was
And
part of the storytelling? Did you
yeah,
see AJ Free, Terrence, and Roxy did a little media tour? I don't know what they were promoting, and
yeah,
they
I
were
saw
at the
that.
Breakfast Club, and Free just made a really astute observation. He was like, 106 in Park made artists better because they would have
Right,
to come on and explain their music. Like
correct.
he was like, you'd have to bring on X
Damn, you're
rapper,
right. That's
X
a good
R&B
point.
artist and
She's
sit
right.
down
She's
and we would
right.
ask them, what was the song about? What is this
Yeah.
video? What was your artistic direction? What were you thinking? And he was like,
Hmm.
how many rappers today could sit down for 3 segments and explain their music?
It would be, man, we was in the studio. It was vibes. You know what I'm saying? It was a
You know what I'm saying?
freestyle.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, not
Yeah.
only did you have to make better music because you had to explain this to somebody, but it made you a better
Right.
interviewer. It made you more charismatic. It taught you how to speak.
Correct. Did you see
It trained you.
yeah, did you see the clip of I know you're not didn't hear the song, but did you see the clip of Rory Amal and Damaris talking
Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's where I got the know what I'm saying,
the
know what I'm
Pusha T,
saying.
yeah, the Pusha T the clip song. They were like, "Nah, you feel me, you feel me, you feel me." No, I don't feel you.
It was like they can't talk. Like motherfucker don't
They
read.
really
They
can't
can't
talk.
talk.
They can't talk. They can't rap because they don't read,
No.
and therefore they can't talk.
And they show up to these interviews so high on drugs and whatever pills they're taking, they're just
Yeah.
drooling damn near. And it's like
Yeah, man.
I try not to sound like an old man, but I can't
I
do
know.
it.
And
Um,
I know. Me too. But like when you're right, you're right. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like the old NBA dudes, they're hating. Like, but this is actually like a legitimate criticism. Um, yeah, man.
On the other end, everyone thinks the music that they listen to at 16 is the greatest music ever. So,
That is
there
true.
is, I try to always have that governor on.
Right.
But then I watch like every rapper from when I came up, and like I didn't remember these performances because I didn't think they were that significant. But like I watch them perform now, or I watch old videos, and they like it sound the bar is so low. They knew their lyrics, and
They
there
knew
was
their
no backing
lyrics.
track, and they
Yep.
performed. And I'm just like, what happened?
Even if they were rappers,
It's
there'd be like a
better,
little bit of choreography.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Or just like the idea that like they didn't pay to come and listen to the music with you. You know,
Right.
they
Yeah. That's what
came
it feels like. It's like,
to
yeah.
watch you perform the music.
It's like a listening party. Like, let's all just like chill and like play my shit and tell me if it's good or not.
It's just like, man, they showed a clip of, Bow Wow, Mr. 106 in Park. They showed a clip of
Yeah.
he was on the very first episode of 106. He was 7 years old performing Bounce With Me. No backing track, knew every lyric. And I was like, this is a 7-year-old. What happened to rap music?
I don't know, man. I don't understand it. I really don't get it. It's like these guys' primes are like Wayne's fall off right now. Like
Yeah.
it's so bad.
It's like
And also, and I will say though, shout out to the rap girls though, because they've been carrying rap for the last few years. Um, I'm not big fans of all of their music, but like they put in effort. They have choreography. They have birth control. They don't do backing tracks. You know what I'm saying? So I
well, I
do a
haven't
shout out
seen
to the
all of
rap
them
women.
live. I've seen a few of them do use backing tracks. I'm just tired of pussy
Well,
rap.
yeah. Oh yeah, the prostitution bars are it's annoying. I'm not gonna hold you.
Pussy
Yeah,
rap
for
and
sure.
drill rap are just on their last legs with me. I can't do it. I just if I
Well, I
turn the
fuck with
song
drill. I do
on,
fuck with drill.
if I turn the song on and it's one of those two, I'm just you have to be extraordinary to get me to keep listening to it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Other than Glow, I don't really want to hear none of that shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I like Glow. I like Meg before she became one trick pony, no pun intended. Flo Milli's cold, Lotto's cold, Doechii is fire. Who else? I'm trying to think.
I like
That
Doechii.
new girl, that new girl,
Alligators
Ken the
Don't
Man,
Bite's a
her
good album.
yeah, it's a really good album. Ken the Man, I've been listening to her EP or album. It's pretty good. Um I'm blank right now, but yeah, so
That's everybody,
they're
nigga.
carrying
Like you just
yeah, they're carrying they're carrying this they're literally carrying the sport right now,
Well,
single-handedly.
I mean, other than my dog D'Lo, who they gonna bring on stage? 42 Doug to perform at the BET Awards?
Right.
um
Yeah,
Lil
like
Baby, who
Cole don't go to award shows.
I mean, we talking about Cole is damn near 40. We like
Oh
what
well, yeah, true.
male
Yeah, you're
rapper
right.
under the age of 30
Yeah.
is like significant, culturally relevant. Who did you miss? Like
I
other
don't
than
know.
D'Lo, I don't know a male rapper under 30 that was like, damn, I wish they were here.
No, you're right. Damn. Who the fuck have I been listening to? Let me see if I can think of one. Yeah, no, you might be right. It's horrible. It's really
Rap,
sad, man.
rap is
What happened to the
becoming an
game we loved?
endangered species,
What
man.
happened to the game we love, man?
You think
Yeah, I
about it,
think
all
you're
the
right.
like Dot is my age. I'm 37. Dot's my age. Drake is 37, my age. There
Yeah.
are like rap used to be a young. Where are the young male rappers? They're extinct.
Yeah, they are. They are. And the good
Well,
ones, some of them got killed, so there's that too.
yeah, well, yeah, but it's just a lot of it is just like I think in general, people don't know how to verbalize it, but they're just I think people are tired of being shortchanged by their music they're receiving. And I think
Yes,
that
correct.
like I'm tired of feeling like tired of listening to people who treat rap like a hustle, like a job,
Yeah.
like something that they
hmm
just
Like it's a get rich quick scheme now.
yeah, something that they're good at that pays money, that pays well. And I just think you know people are we had a little run there where we would listen to our little babies and dub babies and all of that, and they
hmm
were just clearly
They were
just
cool.
recording freestyles and
Yeah.
mapping a beat over it after the fact, which is fine. I'm not gonna say I like all of it. I liked a lot of it actually,
Yeah.
but I'm just like, if I put on your album and it tastes and it feels and it sounds like fast food, I'm just kind of off it now.
I feel you.
I need you to actually put some effort into this if you
You know
want to
the
take an
music,
hour of my time.
and correct. And like I think there's two things here. I think that can kind of converge. It's like the ADHD society where we have such short attention spans, and there's also like just they make these like 2 minute songs now. So it's a 12 song album, but it's only 45 minutes, but it
Yeah.
feels like 2 hours because it's that many songs. Also, the music is repetitive, so you're like,
Mm.
damn, is this the next? Like, when is it? Like, you know
It's
what I'm saying?
it's like
There's no
listening to
hooks
an
now.
eight
There's no
track. It's
three.
just one long song.
Yeah. There's no like I mean I remember on the Joe Budden pod they were talking about this a few years ago about like the state of like rap and they were like the three-verse song is dead. Like that
Yeah.
doesn't exist anymore. You know what I mean? Although
Or
I think
just
probably it's because they can't write a third verse, but there's that too.
my biggest pet peeve is when there's like a feature,
Yeah.
but it's clear that they didn't actually work together. They just emailed verses back and
Just
forth. I
emailed
might
the
be dating
mhm.
myself saying emailed, but however they send the verses
That
back
is
and
how they
forth.
do. They literally just
Okay.
email it. Yeah.
All right. So, and it's just like you could tell because their verses don't even go to like it's just like
They don't.
you clearly
It's like
didn't
two
listen to
different.
what they said and you just said some other stuff and it's just two
Yeah,
random people singing
you
rapping.
only got you got the track and then he had the concept and
Yeah.
y'all did not communicate.
Or an engineer grabbed
People.
two random verses and just
hmm
cop and just stitched it
Slapped them
together.
on a
Yeah,
beat. That's
and it's
entirely
just
possible
like,
too.
how much you want to pay for this verse? You already recorded. Oh, just send me 30 grand. Okay, cool. Boo, boo,
Yeah.
boo. And just like, and that's how they get on stage and they don't know the verses because they didn't write the shit.
hmm
They just
Yeah,
it was a drunk freestyle that they just happened to record, and then a
that's
year
true.
later, they just stitched it together. But Kevin
Correct.
Hart's opening monologue was great.
It was good. Yep.
I like Kevin Hart. I know people are down on. I don't think he's
His
great.
fall off, his stand up has fallen off historically.
I'm not crazy
Uh,
about him on the stage. But in that
yeah,
setting, I don't know if I'd want anyone else hosting at this point.
yeah.
He's like like, he made the joke. He was like Kanye's trying to get in, but it's like
Oh
sinners, man. We
yeah,
can't let him in.
we can't let him in. He'll buy Playboy Cardi again.
He was like he big Playboy Cardi last week, and look what happened. I found myself laughing. Okay, so in like I'm a tough grade, but I go
Yeah,
into the BET Awards looking to have fun. So
right,
I'm not here. I'm not a critic. He's just
right. We
one of my favorite
just
celebrities, letting their hair down, being cool for a second.
right.
And look, was it you know Eddie Murphy raw? No, but I laughed. Like
No,
I
of
was
course
like,
not. Yeah.
but I
Um,
thought it was cool that Sinners is breaking through culturally.
Me too. Yeah,
Like
I
I've
love
seen
that.
it more than a few times. People just like make jokes about like you had to have seen the movie,
Hmm.
and I think that's pretty cool. I think that gives a movie
Yeah,
staying power beyond
correct.
when you reach when stuff in your movie reaches the lexicon. That's when you get into cult classics. So
Correct.
and so I just think that's really dope. And I just thought that joke was funny. He's like, "We're not gonna let him
Yeah.
in. He gonna start biting people." So funny. What you got, man, about the
Um,
BET Awards?
uh, so the Kirk Franklin jokes when he was roasting the shit out of Kirk Franklin, he was like, "Do not stop with the French working, okay? We don't need to see your dick or whatever."
So I watched it on TV. I got the edits. I didn't actually get to hear the joke.
Oh, yeah. Well, I saw it on Twitter and I saw the ed, but I kind of pieced together what he said. And then I think I found the raw on YouTube because they shot it live, so
Yeah.
they edited it a little bit on YouTube, but they can only do it so much because it was a live feed.
Can
Yeah,
I
so
be
that
a
was
boomer for a
funny.
second?
Yeah.
Not okay with the cursing, man. When do we start saying shit on TV? Like
That shit was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It was weird. It was
it was some
nuts.
bitches dropped, some shit dropped.
It
Am
was
I
some
just an
bitches.
old man? But I'm like,
It
this
was a
is
lot of fucks and goddams in there.
I don't know, man. Like this is supposed to be a family friendly night. I'm
Yeah,
supposed to be able
that
to watch this with my nephew and my
yeah. I
granny,
tell you what,
and
here's how I'm gonna age myself here and also just show like the difference between censorship then and now. I remember watching the BET Awards and I was like in college at the time. I was like 20 or 21, I'm pretty sure, with my parents. And it was Wayne was performing. It was that song John off like Carter 4.
yeah,
And the words he was saying, my parents were like, "What the fuck?" Like they were like, "Did he just say skeezer?" Like it's like
dude.
that.
I remember when it was only Hell and Damn on TV. You could only
Yeah,
say
yeah.
Hell or
It was
Damn,
a
and
hella
you only
damn.
got like one of those. Like you wasn't even.
Yeah. You could get a lot of
Uh,
asses in maybe, but it depended on the
but like
context.
his opening monologue, he was dropping shit, and I think I heard a bitch on that. I think they bleeped fuck. They didn't let him say fuck.
Oh, I heard
Um,
fuck on some of the shit I
okay, well,
watched.
I'm just like, am I getting old? Because that just feels a little
That was crazy.
the family friendly award night, man. I'm supposed to be able to watch this with the kids and with Granny. We're supposed to all gather around.
Yeah,
Like just some stuff has to be clean. It just has to be.
agreed. Yeah, that
You know.
was a little different to see. I love the Jamie Foxx tribute.
Oh
I'm
man,
glad
nigga had
he
a
got his
crocodile tear
flowers.
right here. Um,
I'm
so what are the
glad
rules
he had
here?
his. I'm glad he got his flowers, man.
Before we start, what are the rules? So
Yeah.
we're just buying the overdose, or we're buying the stroke story. We're not going to call it an overdose, even though it's obviously an overdose. Um,
Um, Out of respect for him, as much as he's done for the culture, you know
we're
what?
gonna call it a stroke.
We're
Gotcha.
gonna call it a stroke. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure whatever he was doing smelled good at the time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And we'll just
snorting,
leave
whatever he
that
was
there.
snorting or
Allegedly,
popping, snorting, whatever.
shit be on tables. You smell it. I don't know.
Remember,
Whatever.
remember, it was a couple. It was like a month ago. Lil Uzi Vert was hospitalized with exhaustion. And they had to leave the hospital, and they kept the sheets up. And I'm like, okay, all right. That's what you call celebrity overdoses. It's either exhaustion or dehydration is
Yeah, that's true.
the code for celebrity overdoses.
Oh
Say
yeah,
it.
have you seen the Elvis movie? That's literally what they did. He like OD'd or whatever, and they were like, "We're just gonna put him in hospital for 3 days and
Yeah,
give him some IVs."
yeah.
It was
You
an
had to be
amazing
stretched out of
tribute.
the hotel because you were so tired. Okay.
Yeah. But that was it was a hell of a tribute.
Yeah.
I'm glad he got to see it like live, like it's like he said in the speech where he's like, I saw that in memoriam thing, like that could have been me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm just glad he's here and healthy and got to see his daughters. He's still funny though because he
Yeah.
was like
Did Stevie
He was
jokes?
like Stevie. He was like he said, how did he know
He
where
said
to
this
hand me
nigga
the
was like, how
trophy?
did he know where I was?
By the way, like. There are several celebrity stories where they're like, "Yo, I'm pretty sure he can see." Because I think Johnny Gill told a story where he beat him at air hockey, And I know you get like super hearing when you're blind, but it can't
All
be
of
that
your
good
other
unless you're.
senses overcompensate.
I understand that, but unless you're Daredevil,
Okay, so my thing is, why would he have to? Like his music spoke for itself. He didn't need a gimmick.
I don't know. I don't know.
Like,
But enough famous people have said like, "Yo, we shot hoops together and shit like that." Like just crazy stories. Like he threw
maybe
me a
he wanted
50
to
yard
start with the
pass,
gimmick and
whatever.
just had to. He was stuck with it at that point.
And I think that's probably what you know what it was. Remember, he was a kid when he got signed. He
Yeah,
was like 10, so he probably maybe it was like, "Oh, he wanted to sign a kid," and they just popped some shades on and called it a day.
but
Maybe I don't
also
know.
a lot of people think blindness is a binary. It's either an off on or off switch, and like no,
Right?
there's legally blind where you
There's
can see.
levels and
Yeah, it's all kinds of different things. So it's not like
true.
he could
That's
be
true.
blind and it just not be all like black, like you're closing your eyes. So,
Right, right, right.
but yeah, the tribute. Here's how cold Jamie Foxx is.
Yeah.
Babyface did his tribute.
Did his that shit was insane.
You know
And you
how
know what I
cold you
love?
are to have Babyface do a
Please
tribute
do your
for
tribute
you
while you're alive.
while you're alive.
And you know
Um,
what I love too is Jamie's reaction. He was genuinely
yeah.
surprised and like cared that much that they cared enough of him to do that. I thought that was fucking
Some
amazing.
calls were made, man, because we was
Oh
it
hell
was
yeah, hell yeah.
Babyface, Teddy Riley,
Teddy Riley,
Dougie
Dougie
Fresh,
Fresh, um,
T-Pain, Tank, Craig Robinson,
yeah, Craig
Jennifer
Robinson.
Hudson. I mean,
Hell yeah,
Ludacris. Like
yeah,
some calls were made.
yeah. So I just want to say, so Jennifer Hudson, she's a horrible interviewer, but
Yes,
damn, she can sing.
yeah,
That
man.
woman's voice is like no other, man. What else was it? It's funny. So I saw a tweet where somebody was like, "I didn't know Craig Robinson could sing or play the piano," and someone was like, "He was in this little show called The Office,
Yeah,
and
well,
he like his character sang on a lot on the show." But
but Monty
also,
said this is the first
yeah,
time
so
where the white people were more hip
we're
to the
in
secret. Yeah,
than
because
the
I
black
had no
person. Yeah,
idea. I didn't really watch The Office, so
he can sing. He can play the piano. Yeah. Also, the backstory behind why he was so touched, Teddy Riley was there. So when Jamie Foxx was on In Living Color, he was trying to get his music career off the ground, but no one's gonna take a comedian seriously as a singer, and so he like was dressed as Wanda. He's like in the dress and everything, and he saw Teddy Riley like in the studio, and he was like, "Yo, Teddy," and he had a mixtape. And he's like chasing after him in the heels and everything, and he was like, "Nah, bro." It's like, "Sorry, I'm not, I'm not listening to this." So that's why it meant such a big deal to him for have to have him there. That was super dope.
just need Teddy to
Um,
turn down the auto tune. It was a
yeah, that was a lot. It was a
little
lot.
heavy. We didn't really need
Yeah,
all of that.
but he now, so we're gonna let it go.
Yeah, we gonna let it go, but I was like, okay, we could
Yeah,
have did without that.
he sounded like the workout sample on.
Yeah, on the J. Cole song.
Yeah. Did you see that tweet? Somebody said if Kanye wasn't a gay Nazi, he could have been able to perform.
Yeah, I think it was 285 Slim who said that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can tell it. You again. I think I said this off air how easily impressed we can be as a people because you can tell all Kanye got to do is do like two apology tours and he gonna be back in there because
And he gonna be back.
everybody they teased Gold Digger like three times
They did, they did.
during the thing. They did two jokes about Kanye. They want him back. It's just they just
Yeah.
we all you got to do is
He,
show
another
up,
gospel album.
do a little gospel album, do a little apology tour, play the mental health card. They'll let him back in.
Yep. Yep. Maybe go back to hospital for exhaustion or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. Hospitalized, addiction, a little quick addiction therapy,
Yeah.
drug rehab center.
Put his regular grill back in instead of the
Yeah.
chrome shit. Um,
Do like a my mama died tour. They'll let them back in. They
yeah.
we're forgiving people.
We are forgiving people. What else did I want to say about the show? Um, I think it's pretty much it. I think that's pretty
Who's
much
your
all I
favorite
had.
performer?
Oh yeah, the performance. We didn't talk about that. Um, man, Bow Wow still got it, man.
Yes, he
He
does.
still
Yes, he
got it.
does.
He still got it. And
I'm a
somebody
Bow
tweeted
Wow
they were
truther,
like,
man. I'm a
"Or
Bow
you,
Wow truther.
so somebody on Twitter they said they were like, I've been watching Bow Wow in concert since I was like 9 or 10, and they're like, he has never put on that I've been to.
Yeah.
Um, it's
His
great to see
his
that.
verses with Soulja Boy was one of the two or three best ones.
That's you're right. That's true.
He's been performing since he was 7 years old, and he came
True.
from an era where you actually
And
had
he's
to
been famous so
develop.
long, we forget that he's not really old. He just seems old because he's been so famous for so long. Um,
Yeah, true.
uh, I'm mad at him right now, but Snoop was great.
Yeah, I honestly I
And
tapped out at 11:30. I was like, all right,
uh,
y'all.
I feel you. I'm not
I
mad at that.
missed Snoop's whole thing, and then I watched Kurt Franklin the next morning.
Oh yeah, I actually have not watched that part yet. Ti was really good. Ti was
No,
good.
yeah, yeah. Bring him out
And
and
by the way,
what you know.
that's another. I thought about that 'cause when we talked about you were like Bow Wow. I think is the only celebrity that could do a halftime show, rapper that could do a halftime show that everyone across all ages would know. I think Ti, you got to put Ti on that list too. I think he's
Maybe.
got enough. I think he's got enough to give a 13-minute set.
Uh,
Um,
maybe. I mean, he would. Yeah. I mean, my love is Justin Timberlake song, I think.
yeah, but
Anyways,
he got a verse on there. You know, do the
yeah.
verse.
Well, true.
You got what you know. Bring him out. What's the shit from ATL? What's the song from ATL?
The
Fuck.
movie ATL.
Yeah, there's the big the song made for the soundtrack.
He
I'm
could
blanking,
do
but
it's getting
Rubber
shaky. He
Band
could do
Man.
they can't do no damn rubber band, man. I was gonna say get loose. He can't do that. Now we just talk about black songs. 24s, he cannot. Maybe
Yeah, well, he could do
24s.
24s. He could do 24s. Just
Uh
edit it a little bit.
uh
Um,
it would be he would need it. It would have to be like a was it
Clean cut or whatever.
no, what do you a medley with other artists if he could do
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
But like
yeah, yeah. Yeah, he
he could
could
do
do
a little
that.
he could do
Yeah,
a quick little five or six, two, three
he could
song
do some
cut.
of his like more famous features. Like his verse. I love his verse on Take Over. We Taking Over.
The
He could do Live Your Life. You got
he
Live Your
could
Life.
he could
Dead and Gone.
at the Super
Um,
Bowl. All right.
I love how that whole song was like, I'm about to go to jail, so I'm not gonna kill nobody no more.
Pretty much. The Jim Jones definitely used a backing track, but
He
Dipset is
definitely
so
did.
washed. Dipset is just
He
so
did.
washed. Who
He
cares?
is.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just
But
we
you
saw
know
from the
what? That was
verses they are washed.
100%. But that song is a classic.
It
Also,
is.
I love how music is so universal that everybody on all parts of the country, all ages know that when the hook comes on, you do this.
Yes.